Hey guys. Hey, dog cart. I distracted. Just gonna jump on here real quick. I know that crazy hair thing going on here. Well, it's not crazy, but I know it doesn't look the best. Just trying to get last minute workout in. I didn't get the chance to work out earlier, and it's about to get dark, and it feels so good out here right now for a walk. So I want to do what I can outside and do what I can inside and take care of a few things. It's been a busy 2 days. I was only supposed to fill in yesterday for my mom because I was supposed to have the whole week off and come in sometime Friday. Well, I was supposed to do that anyways on my weeks off. Come in an hour before she gets off and give this lady a bath that we sit for when it has dementia. So I ended up having to fill in again today because my brother just got the car yesterday and he needed some help with that, getting his tag and all. And yeah, so I didn't get much of a chance to get a workout in. So the next couple of days is going to be probably super busy for me. Getting so much stuff done. Got a lot of my cleaning done Saturday. I'm just going to do a light cleaning and do some yard work and do what I can. We're having to get a new yard guy because the other one, he's supposed to come 2 days a week, a month, twice a month to cut. And he's only done it once. July once last month. Hasn't come any, I don't think this month. I had to cut it. And there's a certain weed that I'm allergic to out in the yard. So I'm like, doing yard work tomorrow will be interesting. So I'm gonna look really messed up. So I guess y'all guys pray for me if you're praying kind. I tell people that when I get done with the yard, usually I know I look probably high because my eyes are half closed and I've been sneezing so much and getting hay fevers. It's like, who wants to go sneeze their head off? I mean, at least I'm not like deathly allergic. It's just I'm allergic to the whole sneezing and watery eyes and throat, and from time to time hay fevers, depending on how bad it is, especially when it comes to pollen. And thank God it's getting a little cooler. It's getting near fall. Of course, it probably won't stay this way too long, but there'll be some days like this. Florida weather is special, especially with the humidity. So, and give me some time. The lady I sit with had some time to go through some magazines that I've had and read them, and I'll give them to her to look through. The couple of I had 3 or 4, a little bit more, but I'll sit down with a stack. I'll hand her 1 or 2, and I'll read through them. Said, and we'll change them up because it gives her something to do and read and get her mind up and running. But I've been doing a garden. I've had to pull a lot of stuff out, and I wish I'd seen this article beforehand because I could have saved a lot of that. And if it wasn't growing stuff, like I could have used that in compost as a compost. And so I'm starting what I had pot and soil in, one of the little buckets I've had. Got 3 of them. So I want to use one just for a little pot and soil for little small pots for potted plants. And put most of it in my little garden container. I call it container, but it sits up. It's like one of those that you sit outside with, and I got another area that had a rose bush, and one of the guys, I contact it, but he took a weed eater and hit it. I'm like, for real? I mean, they've killed off several plants, so it's not, I haven't done it. Any of my plants have died. It wasn't because of the results of me not doing anything to them. It was other people, your people. Finally had to sit there to tell them, look, this area you do not touch. I'll deal with that. Even with my allergies, I'll pull up weeds, whatever I gotta do. Do not touch it. I got stuff over there growing. And I was like, that other area, go ahead, weed it, edge it, whatever you gotta do. And I've had to say something 3 or 4 different times. So it's just, so the article had talked about how to do your own compost. I guess the easier way. Well, composting takes a while to do anyway. So I'm gonna see how it turns out. I'm gonna get some twigs, like I said, break them up. Some of my plants that weren't growing, any fruit, or I say bearing fruit, but I have some sweet peppers that were starting to die off and then wasn't producing anything. I don't know what this guy's doing. He was just staring at me, and I guess because I'm talking to my phone. And really turn around. So anyways, so I got my sweet pepper plants that's not growing anything, haven't grown anything all season, or grew just a few and stopped. I probably should have left them there for next year, but some were like starting to die off a little bit because of where I had them. The sun was getting them and I couldn't really water them as much because, again, filling in. Oh, I'm sorry. I try not to complain about filling in and helping my mom out because we both work at the same place. But it does get old when you have things you got to do around the house and you can't get them done because you're off helping somebody else. And I was slacking off even with my garden. I'm like, I can't slack off. It was getting to a point where I was staying up late doing stuff and sleeping past my alarm, or I'll actually turn it off and it won't go off in the morning. I was like, all right, I don't mind helping. It just, I cannot be doing it all the time. So, yeah, yesterday I was a little frustrated when I found out I had to, like, last minute come in and fill in today. I'm like, and I'm also having a plan to go out of town to see my uncle. I went there 3 times last year to help them out. A month and a half, 2 times in 2 weeks, another time. So, let's say like 3.5 months out of the whole year, I was gone. Not all at once, but just throughout. So it's like, and then you might as well say I was gone for 4 months. Because about 10 days in the same month, September, October, I was went to Arizona for a conference day. I stopped at SeaWorld with a group of friends, and we went on from there and came back. And then I think a week or 2 later, turn back around, go back to Tennessee. So, it's just been an interesting 2-3 years, just with my family, things going on. And I try not to give my whole business out on the internet, but we could use some prayers. I was like, I got sick with COVID, 2020, got put out of work. So I worked in a school for 17 years in the cafeteria. I couldn't go back to work till I was 100%. And like a week later after I got COVID, My mom ended up with cancer. So I had to be her caretaker. And since I worked in school and around kids, my doctor's like, and her doctor was like, no, it would not be a good idea for you to go back. Because kids carry germs, and you had to deal with money because of the register and all. Same with her. They didn't want her around a whole bunch of people. She worked retail. She did it for 24 years. And she finally left. And it's not that I'm not grateful for it. I do now. But I want to go back to the school. I'm so used to having working in mornings and getting off. And I want to keep that way. That way I have the whole afternoon to do whatever I need to get done. And so there's been a few times I've been so worn out that I'm sleeping until like 11, 12, 1 o'clock. And I don't normally sleep like that. Anyways, so we had to deal with that. We had to deal with FEMA coming in and repairing our house because we had several leaks from different storms and hurricanes that came through. And so we had to deal with that. We had to deal with, of course, my brother's dad's health, and we finally got him in the nursing home. Thank God, because we kept telling him for years, his doctors, that we cannot take care of him. We have to work. His son's disabled, and mentally he cannot handle his dad. So, and he's just getting to the point where I was like, it was hard for us mentally, even for me and my mom, to handle him. It was just, sometimes you had to laugh, just keep from crying, or just like getting frustrated. So we had to deal with that. Our brother got in several wrecks. He sat without a car for 2 to 3 years. He just got a car yesterday. I sat without a car for months because mine kept going off. I shouldn't have bought the car to begin with. I mean, I had it for almost 17 years. Until last year in August. I think July or August. Just got rid of that. Got an SUV. And I let my mom use it one Saturday when I was working. I was like, I'm not going anywhere. I gotta work 9-hour shift. Which I don't always work 9 hours, but it's kind of easy to do with on that day. And all I do is just mainly cook. Most that I do is cook and do a little bit of cleaning and just sit there. So she gets in a wreck, and not her fault, and his wreck wasn't his fault either, but most of his injuries and stuff and his issues are from his wreck. So, and his didn't help it. He already had anxiety issues, and that made it worse. So his doctor wants him to go out, at least drive. And so yeah. So what else happened? So let's see. Yeah, and I sure with my uncle too, having quadruple bypass, heart issues. His wife had right around COVID, right before it, like that December, like 2019, she had a stroke. He was able to help her until he had a heart attack last year. So neither one of them could do a whole lot. And he just had another heart surgery. Well, he had 2 of them this year. They had to put stents in. No, 3. Yeah, stents. then gallbladder, and then he had to just got sent out this Monday, yesterday. So we're gonna go see him for 10 days, see what all needs to be done, and just, I think it's important to see family, especially when they're not doing good health-wise. So, long story short, wish you always get that behind the scenes on that. So, I'm hoping to try some new things. I don't want to do a whole lot of cleaning, stuff like I did last year. I had to do so much. I had to take care of them too, but they couldn't really clean and do laundry and dishes and cook, or wash the dishes, I should say. So I don't have any dishwasher. Dishwashers are hands. So I guess I need to do it like this. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I know I don't always talk the loudest, but anyways, so I got my cousin coming and staying with us. We're gonna stay for those 10 days, help my brother out for a little bit, because he's one of those that he don't like to go out and do much travel. He's a lot like his dad on that one. So she's going to help him, and her boyfriend's going to stay there with them, and they're going to use my car so he can get back forth to work a little bit better, because they don't have a car. Well, they have one, but it's not fixable, and they got to sell it and somehow come up with money. He's riding a bike, which is better than nothing. At least he doesn't have to walk. So where he works at Walmart, and where they're at, it's not that far if you drive, but kind of is if you have to walk. So yeah, they're going to help take care of some stuff and our pets. We've got one little chihuahua and a couple of cats. So hoping to go one more round, but this is like be my last round. I usually go like 2 blocks down, or the second block, and turn around and walk it, because that's about 20 minutes right there. So I do that 3 times, make it an hour. Sometimes I've done it less than an hour. Sometimes 50 or 55 minutes. So this would take me about an hour and a little over. So I'm getting better. The weight's slowly coming off, and I'm turning up a lot. More of my stomach area. I just want it more in my face too. I'm going to try to do a video of how I'm going to compost and how I'm going to do it, and I want to try to make some updates as much as I can on that. I know it takes a while to do, so please have patience with that. So, anyways, I guess that's it for the update. Now, hopefully, December, January, we can get another car. I'll take over the car we have now, or the little SUV. It just depends on what we get. We just wish I can get what I really want, but we're just gonna have to get something just to get us from point A to point B, and go back and forth to work and to church and to grocery shop. And I like to have at least a little something that it's not like a gas guzzler. I feel like the one we got is like a gas guzzler right now. But I want to do different styles of videos, go to different places that are historical and old, and different, and talk about them. The local Jacksonville history, whatever. I love histories. I love doing videos. I just don't do them like I want to, as much as I like to. I just don't know how other YouTubers do it, but they don't stay with certain family members and kind of help them with stuff. So, I have a feeling it's going to get better. I won't have to do as much of that later down the road. I just got so much stuff going and happening at one time. And it's just like, and to be able to go take care of all that stuff. And I know my mom only has the weekends off and works Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. So it's not like she can, work a Saturday or whatever, work 4 days to make the same amount of money and still have like a Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. That's what she really wanted to begin with. Anyways, enough of that. I'm gonna go finish my walk. Y'all have a good night. And sorry it's a long video and I'm all over the place. See you later.